Hey everyone, welcome back to Common Sense. I'm Jose. I'm Tapia. Today I'm gonna talk about Colleen Ballinger and the stuff that she's been doing. Apparently, like there's a lot of stuff that Colleen has been doing with this creator, this with a fan and children, and there's so many things. I'm only gonna focus on the children aspect mostly. This video is more of the idea of what Colleen is able to do online, and the fact that there are so many children who watch her a lot, including teenagers or over the teen, which I'll get to later in the video. And there's the parents who let the children watch their shows and watch her live show, and which is probably canceled after this usually video that she made. And there's a lot of things that the idea is welcome within the shows. No adult is really calling her out, and when from one that she does all these mess up things to her fans who idolize her, and yeah, it's insane how she's able to get away with so much, and now she's paying for it, and she had the opportunity to, if she wanted to make a apology video, she could have, and it didn't seem genuine. She didn't even say sorry, and worst of all, on top of that, the song itself was on Apple Music and Spotify, and it's not. The idea of it was literally calling support for the a song being out there. The fact that it's out there on Apple Music for people to buy for like $9.99, and it's something so bizarre, and it's really strange that there are a lot of influencers that do stuff like this and able to get away with it for so long, and now it feels like the apology video, it feels like she wasn't sorry for what she's done. She's sorry because she got caught in a way. There's a lot of people, including her fans, who have receipts and tweet about their experience with Colleen, and there's so much stuff that she's been doing that, man, it's insane. So today I'm glad we had to free tech talks about Colleen. One is more just to me than the other, but let's watch the first one right now.
So since Miss Colleen decided that having a little sing-along party would be a really good way to address serious predatory accusations, I decided to write her little song that I think will sum all of this up. And I make my point in under 10 minutes, so thanks. All aboard the unemployment train, chugging down the tracks of grooming minors. Yeah? The unemployment train, we're one stop away from the police station. The unemployment train, your apology was shit, and now your career will pay for it. We don't write songs about sexually harassing minors, and if we do, we can come up with more than 4 chords next time, yeah?
She's on point with that, and someone in her video commented this. The day that her career will 100% not pay for it, she will see a decrease in views for a little while, but then people will move past it like everything else. And that's the thing, that's it. We should be more aware of the stuff that she's doing, and we shouldn't let these people with fame get away with doing so much harmful things. And the thing that is happening in front of our faces, literally, she said, she's been doing these things on her tour she basically has an audience right in front of her, and the audience contains children and teenagers and also their parents, and it makes you wonder why the parents haven't really, like, I haven't really seen a lot of parents speak out about this. And the thing is with Colleen is that the children who were on stage and felt violated and went through so much because of her, the actual victims, and the parents haven't seen adults who are the parents who speak out about their children going through all this, or haven't really heard of any parent like standing up for their child or a child doing the shows, basically calling to stop doing what she's doing, and why isn't adults aware of all these things? Be aware of what your children is watching and consuming online. Especially that, for example, Colleen, she has a character called Miranda, and she has a show on Netflix, and basically it's not just YouTube, it's almost everywhere, and that's understand that's hard to do, to keep an eye, to monitor your children so much in a way that it feels like you're controlling them. However, it's necessary because it's the right thing to do as a parent, to make sure your child doesn't see that anything that will disturb them. Or if you're a parent, for example, and you know that your child supports Colleen and they have her books, for example, you should probably take a good look at that. And that's what this next TED Talk is. And it's a little bit disturbing, so if you want to move past that, you can go through this time code right here, and I'll talk about the comments or anything like that. Alright, so this is the next video that we had to.
So I found my 2 Miranda Sings books. I actually did not read this ever. I think maybe I just skimmed through it because the whole book is just messy writing, and I just didn't find it interesting. But I do remember reading this one when it first came out, but I don't really remember what's in here. The whole uncle thing was always disturbing, but the fact that the uncle wrote this out, bases in touching in relationships, and it's massage,
basically writing this.
Rub on the neck, tap your shoulder, and express your feelings. And then also first kiss, eating your last plum of the season. Your lips gush with juice as it runs down its skin, and your tongue runs across the tender flesh, bursting with flavor. It's like that. That's gross. And the uncle's house, very private place where you can play with your daddy's saddle. That's just gross. And we're only on page 14. Okay. And there's a love quiz, and then one of the results is slutty bae. Oh god. Oh my god. We all know what that is. And the fact that her brother also helped create this book is a little disturbing. And there's the infamous How to Draw a Hot Dog page that's been going around. My uncle talks about headshots. So these are some pictures that the uncle took, and it's oh my god, that's just so disturbing, ugh. If it was just all of this stuff, just funny stuff, then that's fine, whatever. But I don't get is this geared towards kids or teens or adult? What's going on, Because I know she said, it's geared towards teens, but most of her fan base is kids. And so why are these sexual hidden jokes in here? Oh, there we go. Creases, chesticle crack. Oh my goodness. There we go. I guess you could actually cut that out if you wanted to. And also too, it's she put her nieces and nephews and I guess Chris' children in it, and it's why are these books filled with sexual innuendos then? I don't know, it's just gross. I have no words for this. Just why? I don't remember this one. She's talking about social media, and I guess this is supposed to be Vine. Be racist. Wow. And there's a whole puberty section, and it says if you're under the age of 21, skip it. And it's ugh. Smells, hairs. Oh my god, you might leak things.
That was beyond disgusting. Someone commented saying sick and twisted. Someone else said my content isn't. My content is for 13 and older. Like what? Yeah. Every day something new. Always gets worse. Yeah. Parents said, "See your child has had work. Just look at it. And this is how the stuff is on her book. Just imagine the stuff on her channels and her shows and all these things. Here's another video I want to show you.
Colleen is telling on herself. She's defending herself against allegations of being a predator by saying she was just trying to be besties with children. She says in her video that Miranda Sings isn't for children because it's PG-13. What do you think the 13 stands for? What do you think a 13-year-old is? If you are an adult having an interaction with a minor, already there's a power dynamic there. You have power over them simply because you are an adult. If you added to the mix that you are someone they highly respect and admire, they're going to do whatever it takes to keep your attention. Think about Austin Jones and how long he was able to abuse his platform on YouTube because of the power and influence he had over young girls. Think about how much time it took for him to be even charged with any form of crime because of how many people were afraid to speak up about it due to his power and influence over them. The conversation around Colleen Ballinger's channel, while it is a scandal and it's really fun to make fun of her really awful apology, is so important to talk about because look at the conversations she was having with these children. It's impossible to deny the grooming behaviors that were taking place in those group chats. It's plain as day. I've experienced it. And as somebody who had an adult bestie when I was 16, the closer I get to the age this person was when I was their best friend and confidant and was having like slumber parties with them, the more appalled I am. Because there is no way in this earth that I would ever have the conversations with a 16-year-old that this person was having with me when I was 16, just because I seemed really mature for my age. You don't have to be a P-word to be a predator. A square is still a rectangle, and we've pinholed grooming to such an extreme that a lot of it happens right in front of our faces and we don't even see it.
She was fully on point here, and there's a lot of things about the fact that when you are or someone in the public eye, you have actually a big responsibility here. Someone said in that video, "What do you think a 13-year-old is?" It's so important. I highly agree. When he stopped calling her response to apology, it was a statement at best, yes, because it wasn't an apology at all. Like I said earlier, she didn't really actually say sorry and just going back and forth with stuff she was saying. It felt like that her video, the parts where I feel like we could have empathized with her, but however, she brings it back and feels that she's beginning to be self-aware, but also not at the same time within her video, and just felt really odd and confusing, and that's why a lot of people don't love it because it wasn't genuine. Someone else said, "I don't know how I completely forgot about Austin Jones. It actually seems uncomfortably similar to Colleen. That guy was it. He was it. I heard about this person years ago. It was over the news when it broke where he was doing something with like, certain things with children. It was really disturbing. Really sorry, but then most of the video I was echoing, and for this channel I use OBS, so I have to unmute something for this one, this channel. Then I also use OBS for my reaction, so I had to mute the other one, so I had to go back and forth with that. So I'm really sorry about that. I have to move on with that because I don't want to redo this video again. It was already too long, so this is I'll go from Tech Crunch. They said Colleen's toxic gossip train what's up, checking on, and I'm mostly you can check the article out for yourself. I'm mostly talking about the part of her interaction of the fans here. The YouTuber Pajiville is off from a talented creator must be remorseful but not theatrical, concise but not rehearsed, honest but not defensive, above all. A Pajiville cannot be memeable or never be taken seriously. Colleen Ballinger's apology saga, however, would be one of the most memorable in YouTube history because it just keeps getting worse. Representatives for Ballinger, who built a devoted following for young viewers, as the satirical and often offensive character Miranda scenes are not denying claims that she filed copyright infringement claims on videos related to her ukulele apology song, the song in which Ballinger addresses allegations of fostering inappropriate and exploitative relationships with her teenage fans as one of the most absurd attempts at apologizing ever documented online. The fans coming forward to accuse Ballinger of sending them unsolicited nudes of another creator, which many assume Trisha paid us to make fun of her body, using her group chat of underage fans as encore emotional support for her divorce, exploiting and humiliating minors during her live shows, and above all, piecing the power dynamic between herself and her fans. What part of that does it look like it's okay to do? None of it. She's using her young fans to cope with her divorce. She has friends her age, and she's turning to them. This part of the article is what I want to get into. Other fans spoke about the uncomfortable interactions they had on stage during Ballinger's live shows. Her live shows often include a porn bed in your cupboard, which use volunteers from the audience in the bed. Ballinger, in the character Miranda scenes, would select a fan wearing skimpy clothing and compare them to a fan dressed more modestly. The fan wearing more revealing clothing was, quote, porn. Ballinger would declare for the, quote, your garbage. Ballinger would attempt difficult, borderline sexual poses with young audience member Becky, a Twitter and TikTok user who goes by No Backs, posted that she was chosen for the yoga bed in 2019 by the scenes show. She was 16 at the time during the show. Ballinger had Becky lay on her back while she was held up she held up Becky's legs and spread them in front of the audience. Becky wore a loose romper that didn't stay up during the pose. She said she felt terrified and sexually violated. She also said she felt unsafe leaving the show because the way she was exposed online. She posted a photo of the show on Twitter, quote, Colleen's exploited my minor body for entertainment and money, did not protect my safety. At the show, Becky's in a TikTok video, quote, as an outside looking into the situation, it may seem like this was a big deal, but it was really pretty scary for my teenage self, especially as someone who looked up to Colleen, end quote. Other former fans spoke out about Ballinger's, quote, search for a bay bed, which involved Miranda serving the front of her pants with a bag of cheese balls and inviting young audience members to grab a snack. And we service videos on YouTube and Reddit. Ballinger performed the act with children young as 6. There are adults watching this too in her live shows. There are people we tend to keep letting people get away with this. My final take of all this is really keep an eye on what your children actually watch and actually be more aware of, self-aware of the idea of that these celebrities can get away with anything, almost anything, and basically keep on entertaining your audience in other words, your children in so many ways. And this Colleen is definitely an example of who not to follow. However, and given her audience is really large, I doubt that she'll be really cancelled or anytime soon. However, she does need to be held accountable for all these things and make an actual apology if her PR team chooses for her to do so. If not, there's a lot of things that pile up. It's that pile up real fast, especially for someone like Colleen. And keep in mind, Colleen has children herself. What will her children think about when they look back and see all the stuff that she's done to others? Let me know what all of you think. If you're a parent, or you gotta stop letting your children watch Colleen. If you're a fan of Colleen, or you gotta stop watching her, or if you gotta keep watching her, let me know why. And yeah, and sorry for the echo, but yeah, I'm not do that. I want to make sure I don't do that draw then. So my apologies. This is also going to be on Spotify for podcasters, so you're free to listen to this if you want. Thank you for watching. I'm grateful for you being here. Please subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss a single Common Sense episode. I'll see all of you real soon. Take care. Bye.